We did just have PACT with a clinical showing on that CT side. I mean, they weren't even really contested. So now the ball is in their court, so to speak, with them being on the T side. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any more elaborate, Evan. It's just going to be a big old pound fest straight into the A site. Kevlar straight up for PACT. They're pushing in. They've already got their players out within the train. But look at this. It's actually a misdirection. There's no ladder control. It's right to B.
Yeah, bomb now moving right in. Mulsey goes down. The bomb is moving into lower, though. However, the rotation's coming in from the Vexed side, but the bomb being planted regardless.
This is a complete change-up from their T-side pistol of the game just prior. In that game, they, in fact, did go A. So they've swapped it up, their playbook a little deeper, and, well, the kill feed's full. Lunatic and Darko just clear the after plant. Vex tried to come in with something. They wanted duels, Evan, and duels is what they got. It simply didn't go their way.
Yeah, and PACT, I mean, continuing on that train momentum. They didn't get to play too much at T-side, right? Because they had a very dominant CT going up against Mintu. So right now, you know, they're feeling, hey, guys, we've been practicing train just for this moment. Let's get our T-side going, and you see it right there. Great little audible call, changing up the pistol round strat, just in case they're going to go ahead and pick up pistol.
They're going to quickly work their way into A this time around. Ladder control already trying to be exploited into the A site. They do lose a man. Quicks contains this, and Aussie up high with a deagle gets himself a double, a third, not yet. Coyote's gonna get himself a little bit more cover. He's got Veggie just behind him, but there's so much damage already being done here. The scout's back into play. Vanity drops bomb, and now Veggie's pinned in. He's got the smoke and flash though.
He knows where both of them are. Aussie fired off a shot and then fell back here. You see Aussie resetting right now, firing off again. That gives Veggie the opportunity here, picking up the frag now. He's moving into inner. Aussie has... yeah, he has a notion about this, but look at this. They're actually moving to each other.
Yeah, Veggie wants the kill. Oh, and he's going to get it just through the edge of the door frame. Poor Aussie had to come over quickly because obviously you don't want to give away a free after plant since the bomb seems to have already been going down. But I do agree with prioritizing the duel there, right? You know he's going to try to cut you off. You know he doesn't have much of a weapon, and there you have it. PACT get themselves a second, and they'll have a field day against frag grenades.
Yeah, look at this pre-nade towards middle now being set up. Darko running right out into it. Boom, boom, boom. None of them come, and Darko gets ahead of it. Lunatic Core takes all the nade damage. He's safe, though, and Darko's going to start fragging. Quickly taken down, though, by Quick.
They come out from ladder too, Evan. They just try to pinch it as quick as can be. They do have a man back behind the bomb site still. Aussie with a kill. That's a lot of damage for just a P250. Remember, Mulsey's already tagged up, and it would have been Coyote that really had to come up big. He does. He clears it. He takes it into control. They barely get through that unscathed, though. I mean, they had grenades. They could have slowed it down, but only 2 AK move up. The MAC-10s hit the dirt, and at least Vex are putting up more of a fight already.
Definitely pretty good showing through those first few rounds out of the Vex side, leaving the PACT players only with 2 surviving and 1 surviving through those 2 force and then save rounds. But going into the first gun round, the op on Quicks without that armor. Got to be careful about what he's peeking and how aggressive he gets. PACT now moving towards inner as a squad here, just opting for the quick explode. Very quiet. And we see Truth getting a little bit of reinforcement coverage from Quicks.
If you're Vanity right now, Evan, what makes you just go up the ladder and flank this? What is he waiting for?
I don't know if he'll actually go up, but they're just setting up. That's a very good spot. You can actually see PHR from AGO play that quite a bit here. Mulsey, there it is, and that's why it's such a strong spot. Mulsey, no idea how to check that angle, but while that's happening, Quicks picks off Darko, and inner, well, it's been taken by PACT.
Yeah, both teams getting what they want. A B-site plant for the T side and a couple of opening kills for Vex. They're going to have to try to translate this 5 versus 3 to a round win. It'd be their first to the board. It'd be the first gun round too. So shutting PACT down early, something their previous opponents couldn't get rolling. Smoke's deep up high. That's going to block off any line of sight. Vanity can now come down ramp as his teammates push in. And poor PACT, they're just sitting ducks. Both of them out in the open. Easy cleanup and a great first round for Vexed.
Yeah, confident round. 4 people alive. Very dominant on that retake as well. PACT essentially having no chances. 3 people stuck on that lower area. Just getting picked off very quickly. Vex now first on the board. Can they keep this going here, Connor, or will they be reset?
This is a chance for PACT to kind of reassert themselves, and it's a challenge that they didn't face yet today here on Train. It's
Definitely
them with their backs against the wall, no money. The only time we saw them without cash, right, that insurance policy, a level of safety, was when they were at the very last few rounds of their already incredible CT side. So this is a fresh face for PACT, a new challenge, and right now, if they hit the B site as they did in the previous round, they could very much take it with ease. Only truth is here. You do see Vanity come back, but
look at this rotation. What?
that's heavy. They're scared. They're spooked.
But look, like, that's such massive displacement now, right? Throughout the entire CT. Like, Ozzy going back to Ivy, he's scared. Look at the way he's watching it now.
If Veggie had been pushed up since the beginning of the round and not just floating outside of T-Con, then he could have already been up inside of Ivy, right? And that's what you're talking about when you say that Vex is scared and he's calling this. It's like the possibility is there, but Vex don't realize the timing's late. So both teams are really wary of this portion of the map. That's going to burn the clock down, and it could allow for Mulsi and Coyote to flank in since the attention of Vex should be on Ivy.
We do see them moving back now towards that heavier outside setup as Aussie does join in towards Pickles at that red train. And as PACT moves down towards this Ivy, we should see another rotation move in from Vanity as well.
I like this, though. Both teams have sets of grenades, so we're going to get that late utility usage. It's still starting to turn into kills. Aussie with a great position behind red train. He's got the cover, he's got the info, and he's got himself a fresh mag to work with. Coyote still able to deal with the issue. Quick scoped in, hoping to punish the ladder push, but the smoke gives way to the T side. They are going to get themselves that much closer, and Evan, now they've got the bomb. 10 seconds to the clock, and Coyote's just going to use the smoke. Mulsi with a nice timing peek. He gets 2. It falls on Truth. Utility and a creep up through Old Bomb. Mulsi Coyote split, one close, one far. And the smoke's fading.
The gun here.
Aha, that's the opening. That's the first one. Mulsi's going to have to take the duel, but the bomb's not planted for him. Truth with 2 clean peeks. And Vexed, they get themselves another round here.
Very costly, though, however, for the CTs. But, geez, Mulsi turning that round on its head. Good closeout by Truth. He does get the op as well. And, yeah, like you were pointing out, if PACT were just a little bit earlier towards that Ivy, the essential one smoke towards inner would have probably worked. But unfortunately, they were a little bit slower than I'm sure they would have liked as well. That's going to allow Vex to turn that round back in their favor.
Ooh, nice grenade. Through the window up high. Shots coming out too. Look at PACT just crouching and creeping past this.
Moving towards inner, they only have flashbangs, Connor. So I'm imagining right now they're just going to keep bombing them, right? Flash, 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 push, push, push.
Can't help but agree with you here. That's all PACT can really do at this point, and they've got themselves pretty well spaced. I like this. Side by side. Off of Mulsi's potential underhand flashbangs with 2 up from above. Ooh, they walk in off the smoke. They know there's an opportunity, a bit of a timing, and look at that, Quick's blind. This now allows for the 3-man push, but they're not getting the kills. They've already lost bodies. Pickles on quick cleanup. The man falling down from above can't give cover to the plant, which at least does still come in here.
Honestly, that wasn't too bad of an idea. They got up very, very far there in that round in general. I mean, it just came down to that guy in the middle of the bomb train, right? He was able to turn around. He was protected. He wasn't catching any of those flashes, and he finds those 2 kills very easily. Other than that, though, if you know, the guy was playing spools, let's say, or even on the left side of the bomb train, I think PACT would have been able to take that Z control and go ahead and finish up that round. Very, very nice flashbang usage there out of the T's.
You know what? That to me is evidence, Evan, that this T side should be as well prepared as the CT side they used in their previous game, right? This is the test, the T side. Mulsi's going to try to work down, and we talked about them not knowing how to clear those angles, right? When we saw the CTs catch PACT off guard. But I feel like Mulsi knows what's up. This time, he peeks into it. He punishes the eventual walk forward. And a challenge for Vex presents itself. A man disadvantage, and they're going to go walking into T-Con. Aussie nearly caught out. The double peek from Pickles is good for 1.5.
At the same time, though, Veggie gets that trade onto Ozzy with the nade. Into a with 3-on-2 now. Quick's trying to get something done with this op.
Ooh.
Finds one blind.
Oh. He pegs him on the cross. Smoke. Flash. Not enough. 2v2. Molsey's already on the bomb site. Nice peek. Again, he tries to come in off a different angle, but Truth is quicker on the fingers. Picks him on the cross, and it falls onto Lunacore. One op.
The part that kills me about that is Molsey had flashes before getting into that peak, right? So he could have done a little bit more to give himself an advantage. He's going to take that dry. And right now, Truth just mistimes the peak there. Lunacore moving to that bomb site. Quick. Finishing it out.
That could have been a really gnarly flick down from Lunatic. And I think he had an inkling as to the second player still being back Ivy or Old Bomb. So I think he would have been prepared for the 1v1. He does jump up into the same spot that we saw his teammate die. There was an opportunity there for Molsey, but he just couldn't connect the final bit of damage. Good little double peek as well coming in from Vex, right? They played the same angle. And the result is, again, a new space for PACT to try to prove themselves. It's pistols, Kevlar, and a couple grenades as they surround the A site.
It's almost a completely different team we're seeing, honestly. At this point, I mean, PACT, if they started on T side against Mintu, maybe we would have seen a completely different game as well, right? Maybe their CT is just their dominant half, but they got to start getting rounds here if they want to make an impact on that CT side.
Yeah. Although I still have faith in them, right? Round 5, we see them get it down to a 1 versus 1 post plant. 3 out of 4 rounds they've lost have all been by way of defuse, and there have been openings. This round not looking like it. Oh my goodness. 3 immediate kills come out from the CTs. Last 2 guys are already spotted. They're pinned in and they're done for.
Very nice round out of Vexed, and their money's starting to get very, very high here. So they've mounted quite a few rounds. They've got themselves at least a free buy, Connor, in regards to economy if they do fall in this gun round here. But overall, I mean, PACT, I hate to say it, these rounds, ever since, I mean, even the 3rd gun round that Vex got, it was a 4-man retake where they come out on top. They've been pretty dominant.
Play. Quick's equipped with the scope down Ivy. Good flashbang blinds him, but Vanity in that very same moment does pick up a kill, and a second one from Truth now. So a quick little bounce back from PACT. They're going to try to work their way through Ivy. Burst up, but Quick's up close is just too cool. Lunatic will get something, Evan, but a 1v3 is what's in his cards now.
I think he's just going to go for the save at this point. Vex not looking like they want to let him do that, though. Everybody's kind of grouping towards this middle area. The aggression from Vanity towards the inner tells me that he wants to clear it out, at least give his team the info that nobody's on that part of the map.
I don't think Lunatic has the patience to wait this out.
He doesn't have the patience for 40 seconds of his life.
He's still going to work up. Peek from the right side gets him, but I mean, you know, if he knows there's damage dished out there, 1v3
yeah, for sure.
They don't want to shy away, right? They still haven't had a gun round to the board. They've got money.
There's always a chance too, right? There's always a chance.
I love those kinds of rounds. These are the as a Counter-Strike player myself, Evan, I can never let those opportunities pass by. I mean, there's a reason I'm not a semi or professional player, but I wouldn't blame him if he went for it.
Hey man, I played Battalion with you. We've played PUBG together. We played quite a few games together. Okay, man. I think if you put in the hours, you could have. We played
CS just the other night.
On a team or two, man. And we did. I mean, I'm telling you, it's there. I see it. It's there.
That means something. I'm glad you see my potential. I see the potential for PACT to still bounce back in a T side, but the thing is, I keep saying that without an actual reason to. It's 6 straight rounds now from Vex. This is getting locked down. It's there. There was a glimmer of hope, but it's here or now. You know, they're still shooting for a 5-round T side. Luckily, we know that they can prove themselves on the defensive side once they switch over. So it's not all dire straits, but I'd hope for at least 5 rounds, considering we were kind of hyping them as this fantastic train team.
Yeah, I definitely expected to see more out of PACT here, very early on at least. But hopefully, we're going to see a little bit of change in the culture of the team as they move into this round. A very much needed round, as it is 6-3 with 6 of the past rounds going the way of the CTs.
The beast that is yet to have been stopped here. The British beast. I can't think of any. I was going to say the Loch Ness Monster, but that's Scottish. Close enough. Quick scoped in on ramp. He's just waiting for these ripe fruits to fall into his lap. Could be another big push off of a flash. Remember, we did see that in one of their pistol rounds. So maybe PACT just want to isolate this B site. Get an after plant, right? At least get that much going for you.
Well, I hope they go for that same kind of push aggression that we saw in that previous eco round they had. Right now, they're just dumping a little bit of early smokes, not even hitting it, just trying to get those mollies to fade. Now we see them coming down, and the flashbang is out.
Ooh.
The longer they hang around on this lane side, yeah, see the smokes have faded now. This is about to get very scary as Truth spots it on the jump. Pickle's now rotating back in.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice shot from Darko still. He gets the player just jumping up, so at least it's 1 for 1. Although Vexed still haven't been taken off the A site. They've got this kind of kernel defense backed by connector. The grenades will be good at getting them out of here, but Vanity's position, I'm not surprised this hasn't gone checked yet. No one's peeked into him. He hasn't found a duel, but now that does happen. He's spotted, and a second player comes rounding the plant. Bombs down, Evan. They've got this at least already for them, and a 2v2 is doable.
Oh, Pickle spotted. So I guess the calls, yeah, he spotted both of them. The call's going to be made Olaf and in the T-Con. He's actually going to full defuse.
And
it pays off. Okay. It stopped.
For an instant.
Mostly had to commit, right, to get that kill, and that allowed Truth to pick it up. So it was a bold decision, but it did pay off, Connor.
You mean the stick is the bold decision, right? If I understand that play correctly. Sticking that, forcing the player to go to the duel, that creates the window for his teammates to trade. Solid stuff. Clean retake yet again. 4 out of 7 rounds now by Vexed have been by way of defuse. So it's never too late, but we are in the final 5 rounds of this T side. PACT still yet to get a gun round on the board. Thank God they won the pistol. This is a tense one.
In this ladder.
We've got a tense one with 3 guys up Ivy. Smokes first, Molotov second, frag grenade now third. Flashbangs in the mix and a pick from Coyote. That's 1 kill coming off of ladder room. There's still a close player there. That's Vanity with a 2K. Solid little fallback anti-Ivy hold.
Great effort from Ozzy there on the back of that green train, able to pick up 2 Vexed, man. They're looking like they're making PACT look like they haven't even played train before. It's a great effort.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This has been solid. It comes by way of individual play. Like, that's multiple 2K situations by Vexed, and both players really successful. To go from T-Con into the ladder, you know, swing, that's a great spray down. Pistols up for PACT. They've got some grenades to work with. Things are getting a little crazy here. We've already got a man thrown out into the train yard. Of course, it's Lunatic. How appropriate. He's got these CTs up close at least, but his teammates now come past him. He's going to reload in the meantime as Darko opens up on site with 2. Vanity and Pickles now start to swing it back, but Molsey and Veggie trade. It's on to Truth. And it's a 1 versus 1 with the bomb tapped. It's a fake. The CZ swing. And oh my God, it's unspotted. A second time, not successful. Truth, Vexed, they win themselves another.
Yeah, I mean, Vexed just on the borderline of finally allowing PACT into these gun rounds, or at least these buy rounds, and they take it right back from them. Doing a great job on the CT. 9 in a row, Connor. PACT not even taking the time out here as we near the end of this first half. This is not what PACT were expecting with 3 rounds left.
How the mighty have fallen, Evan. Or at least how they've been stunted. This T side, not what they would have hoped for. Openings and opportunities no longer enough. These guys need rounds. They've got to finish with at least 1 or 2 more.
Rounds?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say at this point, they're gonna need a miracle to come back because the momentum is all Vexed.
Momentum, speed, and violence. That's what this 13th could have in store. PACT starting to walk out already, but they walk into the scope of Quicks, who is quick enough to fall back and allow Pickles to strike from behind. So now the defense starts to dwindle a bit. Just 1 kill. 4v3. Things, they kind of stall a little.
Yeah, Molotov's coming out from the CTs. Nice flashbang. Pickles not able to convert on the kill on Lunatic here. And this is the first real opportunity we've seen out of Vex now. He's moving to this 3v3. Lunatic picking up a huge kill onto Truth towards that Ivy. You only see Vanity, who's boosted up. He's in a strong spot. He actually spots it. He's not able to pick up the frag. And because of that coyote going up on Green Train, protected by the piping, Vanity's not able to pick that round up. PACT, they're on the way to the 4th. And this is their first gun round.
How does Quicks play this? Surely he goes for the retake. You're allowed to try this one. CZ just
Look
gonna
at the
get
money,
obliterated. Lunatic's nuts in that one.
He should have gone
Right
for the
out.
save.
Right out into the A site.
He should have gone for the save.
Distraction. Distraction, Evan. That's the name of the game. He plants, Pickles goes up, clears out connector. That was the big play. That was the big chance. Now, Vexed, as you said, gonna have a bit of a weakness. No op.
Yeah.
They'll have 3 rifles, they'll have an ump, they'll have grenades, but PACT are in a prime position.
Killing me here because they saved that. They saved the AWP, which Quicks had. That's a gun they wouldn't have been able to buy bringing into this round because it needs to drop. So now that's 3 heavy weapons and only 2, SMGs on the field. They still have 3 heavy weapons, but the utility all but being shot here on the Vex side. They've got the smoke mollies, the delay utility, and right now Quicks, well, he's going to take the tease line, and he actually runs right by Molsey. But you know what? I think that might play out to his favor, because if Molsey follows right back down this lower, as the CTs have all rotated to outside, Connor.
Yeah, this would have been huge if the bomb and teammates were closer, but PACT they're just scared, right? They're so spread thin in this round. Like now, I think back to what was one of the first gun rounds. Remember when both teams left Ivy side so open? PACT are not fast enough in their map control, I think, to really make Vex struggle. Vex are always in these prime positions. Look at this 2-guy Ivy setup. Look at this player pushed down to the bottom of ladder. I mean, they just lost to the ladder flank the opening kill. Now Vanity's going to get another one. He sees the feet, but he can't win the wall bang. Molsey comes out of
it. No, sorry to cut you off. Molsey's totally, after that first time he got killed by it, he's not let that happen again to him.
Fool me once.
Yeah.
We've got flashbangs thrown out to the B site, but a fast rotate from PACT back to A. Aussie ready for it. Truth in with an assist. Pickles wrapping around trains. It's flanks upon flanks, Evan. That's really what's allowed the CTs to work this round into their favor. So it will be double digits to the English side. And Molsey will survive.
Hey, PACT now. Final round of the half. Vexed, effectively resetting them for this. But I mean, 3 AKs, good amount of utility. They can still pick up this round. The good thing about picking up the pistol here is those 3 free rounds mounted with the 1 round they got after that, Connor, has kind of put them in this game still. If they get this round, it's 10-5. It's not impossible. Oh my god.
Truth's lucky to be alive.
Gets a little bit of the, it's the hard truth of peeking that lower area. Did they toss a nade over?
Yeah, and it just shaved his health down by 2.
JK.
Could have been big. I'm sure they would have just bursted on top of that as well, right? Look at this 5-man stack up from PACT. They're so ready to hit the bomb site. Quicks could line him up, but a smoke grenade at the wrong time will cost him. He is the opening casualty on the B site. They will still flood forward. There's smokes and flames across the bomb site, and there's kills across the kill feed. 3v2 now as Aussie already gets himself into position. Vanity cutting it down to the clutch. It's just Lunatic, and we've seen big things. He starts with only one, though. Truth through the wall, gets an 11th, and Vexed will have a substantial lead as we swap sides on train.
Jeez. I mean, PACT, they had a chance when they moved, but Coyote, I don't know if you saw it. He got caught with a nade out just on that lower lane. He wasn't even throwing from the back of Pop. That was kind of a free kill towards Aussie. That turns it into a 2v3. We see one of the PACT players, the second PACT player towards that Pop Dog, make an effort to try and trade that out. But it doesn't go his way either. And Vexed, 11-4 right now, Connor. Pistol round goes their way. It could be the Polish side going 1-1 here for the night.
I do really hope for them that they get a CT side that is
Their
at least
CT was
somewhat
really
as
strong.
convincing as their first one, right? It's like, this was the question mark, and, well, it's fallen flat. Technically, their first real T side of Mountain Dew League.
Yeah.
So... hell, it could have been worse. They definitely had a bomb. They had bomb plants aplenty. They had strategies at the beginning, so it seemed, with their stacks and their flashbang pushes. It was just Vexed, I would argue, with more individual plays, right? Like, think towards the last 5 or 6 rounds of the half. We get to see Vexed with this solid A-site defense. 2 kills with the player pushed up ladder, 2 kills with the player over on Ivy. The follow-up round, when PACT finally won, comes off of Lunatic's huge 4K and the clutch. So if it's not for that, then PACT are working with even less. And I just feel like every time we saw those big moments, it was the Vex players stepping up hard.
Second half starting of our final match of the night here, Connor. But if you guys enjoy our casting, we'll be working together again this evening, I do believe.
Hell yeah. We've got North American Mountain Dew League as well tonight. If you guys want to know when that goes live, then you take this opportunity to hit that exclamation casters. Go follow Evan on Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter.
Follow this guy on Twitter. I don't need someone. Don't worry about me. Help. I want my buddy to get the follows. Okay, so if you got to give it between one of us, give it to Connor. Okay? Give it to. If you only got one follow to give it to my boy.
Your sacrificial lamb. Right now, it looks like Vex are going to just throw bodies up into Ivy. 3 guys coming out onto the train yard already. And they're able to trade straight away. Bomb's been dropped. That slows things down. Look at Molsey go. 2 kills. 2 to go as well. Vanity's down. Aussie's looking to rock out. And he's done the damage, but he's dead.
So
Molsey takes a fight out of him, Evan.
So it begins. The CT side of PACT. The reign of PACT. That's what we'll call it here. Because they're CT sides, guys. If you didn't tune in to the match before, they ended up taking the Finnish side of Mintu 13-2 before going on to their second half. So definitely, I mean, if you have to pick a half to watch this team on, it's going to be this half.
I think this will be a good chance for some of the PACT players to also kick it into gear. Like, we saw a big round from Lunatic, but him, Coyote, and Darko still under double digits. So this is a good chance for them to kind of even things out, pull a Vexed, so to say, seeing as their kill count's well-rounded. Plus, they've got the guns to work with. Also, remember that in their first game, there was some very significant economic advantages that PACT had to work with, right? They had so many rounds in a row, so many SMG mowdowns. There was cash for days. At least for the first 11 rounds, we saw buys from them.
We'll see a little bit of mistiming.
Let's see if that happens yet again.
He went for that jump. He's not able to land it. Is he going to get mistimed again? Oh, he just makes it in as the T's come out. Doesn't matter. Gets 1 deke. Truth picking up Lunatic core now, Connor. And outside, actually, being swarmed by the Vex side.
Ooh.
He gets bomb.
Bomb's not covered. Truth was more focused on getting himself into this position. So now Truth has to step up, right? But Coyote's going to get the crossfire. Now Truth almost gets killed. He's spotted. His position becomes a liability. He's pinned in. And while he does get 1 headshot, it's Coyote off Ivy. 3 kills in the last few seconds of that one. Solid play. That brings it back.
Yeah, 4K in total for Coyote. I mean, that Ivy positioning ends up being the pillar that they need in securing the round. Pack gets 6 here, Connor. Vexed onto that full save. Opportunity for Molsey here to just farm up some money. Look for him to get aggressive either towards that T-con, towards that lower into the ladder. But overall, I mean, Pact, they're off to a good start. Not a lot of money, however. That round, very costly. And he hears this. Molsey should hear all of this.
Yeah, he's still going to be a little wary, but doesn't have to be all too scared. Darko's just going to tap his way through one. That's it. Molsey comes flying down ramp into the bomb site. The frags, the mollies, it's all on point. The kills are still there, but again, we're talking costs.
Yeah, losing 2 people, a little bit of silver lining. It's Molsey who picks up 2 frags, so he's going to make himself $1,200 in that round. Yeah, it is pretty costly, though. It is pretty costly overall. I mean, all Vex need to do is effectively win this round. They get 12, and I think we'll see Pact going for that full save. So we'll see what happens here. Big round coming up.
Yeah, we're kind of setting the tone for the second half right now. This round's really going to put a notch in someone's belt and a dampener on someone's economy. So, full grenades, full rifles, 1 single AWP for Lunatic, and he is on connector. He's going to have to be the first point of rotate over. Darko drops a smoke on ramp, but there's already players out above him. He does get himself a bit more cover.
Oh.
These players on full display. Lunatic kicks it off, but Vex come back with a 2K, and now 3 players all through connector, met by a wave of grenades.
Yeah, the Molotov's just flying out here. They all get extinguished by that 1 smoke. However, not really much going on for the Pack side. I mean, Molsey picks up quicks. We're into a 2-on-2, and here we go.
Got Molsey alive, and Coyote showed himself before. Molsey's now looking for the 4th. 3 health. Molotov high, but he doesn't expect this. Pickles. Oh, Pickles! Out in the open. Takes the duel, a headshot in the round. Vexed win another. They're straight to 12.
Yeah, Molsey was expecting maybe a back pop dog, maybe a lower ramp. Not expecting a pushed up pop dog lane player, and that's going to be the nail in the coffin for him. As they're reset, and they're going to force up here. This is where it gets very, very scary, Connor, now. Because if they fold on this round, they lose. Will Vex get 13? We see the full save, 14. And 1 more buy is all Pact really have to mess with at this point. The op on Lunatic, it's aggressing. Or no, actually helping Coyote aggress towards Ivy. But the fast Ivy burst as Veggie. First kill off the quick. AWP.
Oh my god, away and another.
Let's go.
Veggie Deagle firing off, but Vanity up above with the Molotovs on the bomb site looking for the heads.
Oh.
He's hunting them and he's distracted. Now it's on to Pickles. A round out of nowhere. Packed right back. They only lose 1. We talked about economic ramifications. Well, Evan, that is worst case Ontario.
100%. It's all water under the fridge at this point, Connor. As, I mean, Pact, they've reset the economy. They're going to get themselves a 9th round and start to build their way back into this one.
Oh, that is a taste of your own medicine. Sick Deagle plays off of Veggie. I mean, you know, we're kind of touting Molsey for individual plays. Lunatic has had one here, but Veggie's just been slowly working his way up. And that's his moment. That's going to be the standout play in my mind so far from him. A huge opening created. And then everybody also steps up behind him, right? They're still maintain that great communication. Everybody timed their peaks properly once they had a man advantage. So smooth, like butter.
Oh, Lunatic spots it, gets it. And he might find himself a second. No, Quicks knows better. He's not going to go for that peak.
I love this 2-man setup inside ladder room, right? Coyote controls T-Con. Molsey's got the ladder drop. It's this weird A defense where nobody actually has to be over towards Ivy. So it's a way to position an Opper in the middle of A site and not really give him a range disadvantage. That's, to me, very unique.
They are going towards inner right now. Molsey, like you were saying, on that tight angle, I do believe. But Darko, he's going to be picking up these frags. He's got the bait set up as well with Veggie. This is nice. Oh, he eats that flash. And Connor, that's not what you wanted. If they get the second, which they don't here, Veggie now moving up. He should be able to find this. As Vanity actually picks him up. Stays alive for a little bit longer until the Orc Maids coming in.
Blown to smithereens. Now the smoke for Quicks to deal with is this is just gonna seal the deal. Keep your Kevlar, take your Deeg, tuck tail, hang your head, and go home. Even a 10-second defuse to boot. What?
Oh, what? Yeah. Oh. If he dropped the op though, that would have been huge, right?
Yeah. That's all right. I'm down with that.
Not almost. All right. Packed. Can they keep it going? Lunatic, or sorry, Vexed right now. They're going to be going ahead and full saving Lunatic with that AWP. Maybe some Ivy aggression based off this spawn. No, it doesn't look like he's going to bring it towards middle. They should be on their way to a 10th. Getting into that double digits, bringing only 2 rounds apart. Quick's very dead towards that inner. He forced that smoke.
Smooth move. Oh, he hears it. We'll see. Pristine. Drops both bodies as they trickle down in front of him. So, a P250 and a Deagle being gunned down. Truth so cut off from everybody else, especially with the smoke ahead. But now that that fades, he'll get a chance. Give us a Juan.
No chance. Packed. Get 10. Money's starting to build up for Pact as well here. Their CT side, man, it's deadly. They have CT side down, Connor. We'll give them that. But that T side, that's a completely different Pact we see.
Ooh, I want to see more of an Ivy fight. I'd be super down. Look at this. They got boosts too.
Crashing edge towards the middle. Got a good amount of info here. But Coyote, like you said, on that boost, hopefully he's going to be able to find himself one.
Veggie and Coyote actually both 18 years old. Young Europeans. Not super young like a Brolin or a Rops.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
God, they've got it. Great flashbangs, great entry, but Veggie's given a chance. He had an opportunity. Mulsey's still just kind of tucked away here. He's hoping someone just walks into him. And Darko's going to get the vision.
Yeah, Mulsey. They should go for the save, honestly. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, they're still tempted.
Oh, here comes
They've got
Mulsey.
the utility. They're trying to slow it down. Mulsey's looking for an opportunity to strike. He does see Vanity, so now they know where he's at. But Pickles, it was all Pickles. They didn't forget the Pickles, Evan.
And the Pickles?
I'm glad you've watched SpongeBob.
What? No, what?
What?
Dane Cook.
Oh, man. I'm referencing...
No, it's Dane Cook, man.
Referencing SpongeBob, man. The Pickleless Krabby Patties. That's an iconic episode.
You know what else is iconic? Dane Cook's pickle joke. So definitely...
You'll have to share your pickle knowledge with me later, Evan. We've got.
Honestly, I'm not listening to Dane Cook again in my life. But Lunatic Core, yeah, big round here. As they bought that up again, very costly. Let's see if they can make it work. Is if they lose this round, Vex will get 14 and send them on to that force buy or full save.
Lunatic's op on Ivy. Quick's just on the other side. So this is cool, right? We get a little op duel here in the 9th round of the second half. Not something that I think we've really seen from PACT tonight, nor on this one map in particular. This is the positioning we were talking about before, though, right? You get this kind of forward advancement from PACT, the 2 rifles controlling ladder and T-con, and then you get Lunatic at a distance, but standing in the middle of the A site. This is a really sick angle. I feel like it's one that if you're thinking of standard A setups, this one in particular is not really hot on your mind.
Definitely not. As you're coming out towards that Ivy, you got to check hell. You got to check, behind the bomb train. And off angle towards this E-box, this is a great decision. And now look at this. They smoke him off. He calls a little bit of an audible play. Picks himself up towards that bomb train, watching a little bomb.
Yeah, he understands what's up. He's a little wary about the close Ivy peek, but now he's just going to fixate in. And he's got his teammate coming up from spawn. So, it's just done. Dead to rights. Vex shut out all across the map other than towards the B site, but so what? You've got no bomb. You've got no chance.
Truth. Consolation frags at this point with 8 seconds on the board. Vex will be folding here. Packed, 4 people alive. That's a nice round out of them. However, you're still not out of dodge yet. Ooh, Mulsey after time kill. That's massive.
It's a weird situation here, Evan, because like PACT have lost some pretty incredible rounds, right? They've lost big advantages. Like, multiple times they've had 2-man advantages, 4vx situations, even 1v1s. And yet they've won the more important rounds in the sense that they've reset Vex both times. So they're giving away opportunities, but then they're also just kind of clamping down on them in a way that helps them in the long run. PACT back again versus a setup of 2 pistols and an SMG. Vex low utility. This could very well be a 13-13 game in just a couple of rounds.
Definitely Vanity getting gooshed now towards that White Halls area as this rest of his team moving down to Box Halls towards that inner execute. PACT, they've got the AWP as well as the M4 playing the distance and looking to finish up this round.
This to me feels like when we watched PACT on their T side, things were getting scared. Vex right now, they're just playing with timing, but they only come in once they're in a 5v4. They had not gotten the grenades thrown out earlier on, so now they have to deal with that as they hit the bomb site. But there's a chance. Lunatic's gonna give up his side. He still gets one. Oh! And Kaya with a second op skewers the push-up from the T side. Sure, it's a bomb plant, but it's also a 4 versus 1. Truth has to just get out, and he can't. PACT with a 12.
Nice round out of PACT. Vex, they do get the plant like you were talking about, but they will have to save going into this next round here. PACT keeping 4 people alive as well, Connor. That's a good little boost to their wallet as we near the end of this half. Round 10 will be coming up, or sorry, round 11 will be coming up. Vex on the full save. We're going to see a tie game, Connor. Or at least we should, if PACT don't get picked off by these Deagles or pistols of Vex.
It's definitely a 13 all because think about it. Vexed have been able to create opportunities in disadvantageous mid rounds, right? When they're down in a 2v4, but with guns. If anything, we've only seen these kinds of pistol upsets from PACT. Their T side had those moments where they're able to just kind of punch their way out. But
Darko, I want to see his team just start chucking nades through that heaven, kind of distract for him, and he's just going to plow up. There it is.
Comes from beneath. Yeah, Mulsey chucks it up from the ladder. Look at the reward.
I really like that. If you think about where that landed for his peak, he could have peaked all the way back to where essentially he just killed Pickles. So that was a nice little teamwork. I want to see that done on a gun round. I'm gonna use that on a gun round.
You do it.
I will. It. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll let you know how it goes.
How's your season of Mountain Dew League going, Evan?
Well, let's not talk about it.
All right.
Let's not talk about it.
It started off well, didn't it?
It's it's still doing all right, but we're not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this CS season, this MDL season, BU season. All right.
You're a great player in my mind.
I mean, thank you. Thank you. My team thinks so too. I think the exact opposite.
We've got peaks coming out to the top of B. We've also got the bomb just above the ladder room. Mulsey's gonna get flushed out. Uh-oh. We've lost an Ivy player here. This is a problem for PACT. Look at the way it draws back that number 5 man, Veggie to the top of the trains, but it also pushes Darko forward.
Lunatic now. He's going to move around with that AWP as well. He's going to get caught as Vex bursting out towards that heaven. I mean, Darko's moved his way up. He's going to actually catch Quicks. Oof. Almost gets taken down.
Molotov down. Now he doesn't have to keep back, but oh, he hits another. Pickles removed. Truth, while he does push up. Oh, he's seen Darko with a third. Swapping out to the P250. He knows exactly where they're both at. He's got 10 bullets in the mag, so he's going to get a fresh one in. Veggie over the shoulders down. on HP, 10 left. Darko with a 4th. He is looking for the ace. This would be another incredible round from him. Vanity's creeping his way around the train. He's the last line of defense for this bomb. He's looking to clutch it. He's got himself the first. Darko.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
It's down to 2 seconds.
No way. Oh.
It's denied. Vanity robs it. What an effort. PACT tries his best, but it is not enough. What a wild round.
Yeah. Okay. Before we count them out yet, Connor, they have the money, okay? Vexed don't. Pause coming in right now. I mean, if PACT pick up this round, Vexed to reset, Connor, and PACT can go on for this comeback 16-14. There's still a chance, but wow. I cannot believe. I mean, down to the wire, right?
It just gets so wild. I mean, that
getting wild.
That level of chaotic Counter-Strike only seems to happen at this level of competition. Like there's a moment in that round where things go from textbook to just uncontrolled and just too crazy. That's what happens. That's what happens when smokes hit the bomb site. You've got guys on 10 health, 33 HP, MP9s pushing up on your flank, Evan. Everything crumbles around you. Like how do you continue to keep a cool composure in those moments?
Well, I mean, it's hard, right?
That is when the boys become men.
It's one of those situations, right? You can't really it's the X factor, right? It's just, do you rise to the occasion, right? Or do you fold? That's all it comes down to. I remember one time we were playing at an event with Android from Complexity. I forgot who we were playing alongside, but we're playing in the finals, and just as we're about to, close it out, it's a 1v1, and Android goes, "This kill's for $8,000." And he just whispered in this guy's ear while he's playing in a 1v1. And we're like, yo!
You're not supposed to do that.
You can imagine the pressure, and
look at these
wow,
grenades.
this fast outside.
Look at these grenades and the follow-up through the smoke, too. They've got them just completely busted up as they tried to get out from T-Con. But Veggie's a liability here. He's pushed up into the open. Although he's got utility still to throw, he's going to get caught with a grenade in hand as Quicks gets another kill. That's 2 back and even ground. However, there's a flank. Darko ready to strike from behind. Yet again, there's a player up high. Vanity's seen and he's dead to rights. The bomb's been dropped, flopped down into the open. And Quicks gives chase through connector, but this player's gone. Lunatic already repositioning towards Old Bomb.
This is huge. Now, Darko repositioning as well. I mean, Quicks is going to watch too many angles. There you go. He gets killed from Lunatic as he's checking towards that under heaven area. And PACT effectively reset Vexed. And oh boy, Connor, if you're Vexed right now, you got to say to yourself, guys, we're force buying?
Let's do it.
The bold decision, Connor. Let's see if it pays off here. If they win this, they reset the economy of PACT and give themselves the advantage to clean up this final round. If they lose, well, more CZ action as they try to take this one to overtime.
Every time they've won a round, it's been reset against them. Vexed, looking to break the curse. Looking to trade blow for blow with a force buy on Ivy. But they're already boxed in. Look at this positioning from the A-site players. Back by Old Bomb, right here next to the green trains. Veggie, oh my god, he doesn't get a single kill. Now Molsey's
way.
Pickles takes it. Darko's gonna just throw himself out into the open. Plus they've got another man out on Ivy. The bomb stopped. It's dropped, not planted, and a 3v2's been contained by PACT. They've done it, so it seems. These pistol players still up close, but they've been tagged. Pickles down, and it looks over. Vanity, he is outnumbered, outgunned, and now spotted. Here you have it. PACT with the 15th. Evan, how do they do this?
The round in the T-side's palm. Just about to grip it and take it and just crush that round and make it theirs. And PACT says, you know what? No, we want that. Rips it out of their grip and just brings themselves back into that round. Great effort from Coyote. The match paused now, Connor. What a match to finish our EU segment off for the day with, eh?
Yeah, I'm glad we got a closer one, right? I'm glad we're getting this from PACT as well, because their first matchup, the second game of the broadcast, kind of, it paints the picture. It was a stomp It was convincing, and now they've had to work for what looks like a second win.
It's almost the T side. I mean, maybe it's just the inexperience in the Polish side right now that, you know, they're finding themselves at a loss, but their teamwork on CT side is just so high that look at this. This is 2 back-to-back great CT games from them. Their T side that we saw, completely rough though. You know,
I think this is one of those instances as well when you can talk about the rollover effect of like confidence. When we've seen these big plays, these flanks up into box halls, these 3K mowdowns all across the map, those are the kinds of things that, you know, they're going to give you the confidence to say in that last round, push up onto the bomb plant in a 3 versus 5. So they're confident in their plays. They're not being scared. And because of that, they are able to weather what was a storm in the 29th round. But the ocean and winds have settled a little. It is the 30th, and it is just CZs with grenades and Kevlar.
Reaching that island of the 30th round that not too many teams reach. We don't see it too often. And right now, Ivy being pressured is Mulsey. He's on the scene. Let's see what he's able to do. Oh, he's going to get caught.
He could have had a gun out. That's going to cost him unless Veggie can pick up the pieces, but his attention's turned in 2 directions, so Coyote's rotation's perfection. And a 4 versus 3 now as they try to clear the back of Green Train. They've done it. This has given them not only a gun, but a bit of space to work with. And who else but Darko to be back behind them? And he lines it up. Easy kill onto Truth. Vanity and Pickles both going to be disjointed, both trying to get back into the A site. Coyote's already just holding the angle, but he's drawn in. That little bit of a shoulder peek actually baits him to swing wide. It could have been an opening back for Vexed, although they've yet to find one.
Darko now, he's going to reset his positioning here, and this is a great little idea. He's going to go regroup with his teammate Lunatic towards Z. Allow the terrorists to just sweat over that ladder positioning right now. Coyote passive as well. He might get spotted here as that flashbang comes in. Yep, there it is. Vanity does take him down. But still, the reset that Darko has created here coming back to the Z area, look at the fear in the T's life. Not only now that they have to worry about ladder, T mid is going to pop up in their brains. And after we see the contact from Lunatic, look for Darko to come up big once again.
He's going to get first contact, and he gets the headshot. He wins what was a crucial duel, but his backside's open.
Oh my god.
And then it's shut down. Vexed push it to a 30th round. And of course, we have OT.
Overtime for our final match.
Man. Just pistols, Evan. They force spot in the 29th. We thought that was it, and no. Job's not over just yet. PACT will have to continue here. But before overtime starts, we're just going to turn on some music, guys. Kick back, relax, and we'll be here with you in a second. I hope you enjoyed those fantastic tunes. All 3 seconds of them. Boys, this action stops for no man. These teams want to go blow for blow. They just want to keep duking it out. So we're going straight into OT. Rule changes as of the last 2 seasons. MR3, $16,000. So we've got double ops, full grenades, all the kits and caboodles you could ask for.
Packed with that heavy inner setup right now. Lunatic and Darko playing together. We have Mulsey as well. The very close contact. I wonder if Darko's going to do that aggression. We'll see Mulsey flash if no contact's made very early on. The majority of the T side, though, towards that middle area. Couple smokes towards outside just to draw that attention now, and they are going to be executing out.
Ooh, line up with the red train. Still players able to get back into cover. Then they pinch into ladder room, and Truth just punctures the A site wide open. Lunatic's rotating over with the op, trying to get inside of the smoke, but there's also fire behind him. And Darko's behind the T side. Again! The flanks and distractions.
Yeah, I mean, Vex, they're moving a little bit too quickly at that point. They get the man advantage. They keep concentrating on, you know, gaining ground, moving towards that bomb. They still had time on the clock. They could have tied it up, just watch for flanks for a bit, but they kept pressuring forward. Darko coming down that ladder. Nobody out of the 3 members are expecting it. Finds himself 2 easy kills. He also made a sound cue dropping down ladder that wasn't picked up, so could have been done there very easily.
Darko again of course, trying to get back behind his opponents.
Because the setup wasn't spotted, he runs it again. Gets himself an entry kill.
5v4 established. Vex spread across the entirety of the map here. As we have Truth just toying with the bottom of ladder. I'm curious as to see what comes of this two-man Ivy setup from Vexed.
Molsey's going to throw a little bit of a flash. He's actually not going to play off of it. Just gives his op and Coyote a bit of an advantage right now. Bomb is going to be picked up, heading towards middle. And it does look like after this inner presence is created by Quicks, we'll see that outside hit come to fruition.
I'm going to keep my eye on Ozzy. He's going to hear the movement and the fall off towards...
What a fake! What the...
Yeah, this is sick. Look at that. They've moved Coyote all the way back towards CT spawn. Molsey's still not completely convinced here. His eyes are on Ivy. But the T's, they've already crept their way out into the train yard. Look at Vanity. He's about to blindside Veggie. There's the first one. And Ozzy strikes simultaneously. They plucked off these players. A-site right for the taking. All three CTs going to come back from Old Bomb as well. No. A floater. Darko towards Connector. But look at Coyote get caught off guard by this. Oh! He checks it. And now it's into the 3 versus 3. There's still this weird positioning from Ozzy that could easily punish Lunatic when he walks forward. But the CTs are on bomb site. This is anybody's round.
No smoke for bomb, though. This is going to be very hard for PACT to win. I mean, that one smoke towards inner pulled over the entire squad. And there it is. Vex get themselves a 16th round here. Tie it right back up. That's a very unfortunate loss for the Polish side.
Yeah, that one hurts. That one definitely hurts. I do feel like them getting pulled towards the B site played into that. You could see the way that they were nearly all in CT spawn when they had to come back for a retake. They didn't have control of Ivy after Ozzy had a chance to come out, hit the A site, and also fall back in.
The big thing is when you move that op from the backside Ivy, you give up so much vision, right? Right? I'm not even going to talk about that right now. It's Molsey and Coyote making up for that. They get 2 quick entries. Molsey with his second here, Connor. Coyote chimes in and gets himself a third. PACT end up winning the half 17-16. That round that they had folded on, all but a memory here as they finish the half in the lead.
Blink and you'll miss it. Okay. We had some drawn-out, tense situations in the first and second of the overtime, but that third one, quick, clean, and over. Swapping sides now. PACT with a 1-point lead. 19 is the objective here. So Vexed obviously can still win this if they sweep their CT side. Obviously, money not an issue. So many double up setups in overtime nowadays with this rule set. And seeing as we're on train, it's appropriate, I'd say.
Aggression. Vanity getting picked up by Lunatic Core. Just holding that upper push, and he gets rewarded as Vanity was looking for a very easy pick. He finds himself buried 6 feet under. Don't worry, folks. He'll be resurrected next round.
Good thing death's not permanent here.
Yep.
Our jobs would be incredibly depressing.
Or teams would be going through players left, right, and center.
That reminds me of that movie Gamer.
Oh, with Gerard Butler?
Yeah, where prisoners fight, you die. It's
basically a death race with video games. Ooh, nice flash onto Pickles on top of this blue tree.
He's so blind, Evan. He knows there's something up. He's seen people around him, but he's also been spotted to his demise. So Vexed will just barrel their way back through Connector, trying to erect some kind of a defense on the A site, and they're winning duels. But look at Darko. He just sails in.
The bomb.
That loses him bomb.
What does Quicks do, though? I mean, he's pressured back now. Do they know he's here? This is a nice angle he's holding.
Oh.
Has a chance. Doesn't take it. Oh, I mean, yeah. Oof. Lunatic Core. closing that one out. That was very scary. That almost came back.
This is looking rough. PACT, they just explode onto the A site. Vex were just kind of caught with their pants down. I mean, that does come down to Pickles, I think, not quite being sure what's going on around him. So, you know, the calls are maybe a little delayed, seeing as he's so incredibly blind. And then by the time that his teammates arrive, it's all gone. But so is Mulsey this round. Headshot instantly out by Quicks. The op duel has been picked up by the CT side. A single sniper for them. And we now have PACT doing what they do. Sitting back, relaxing, and playing with the clock a little, which is fine.
Truth now towards this inner bomb site. Solo player on it. Quick's playing that Z rotation, smoking it off. He's just playing that support role. PACT right now. A man down as they move that bomb towards inner.
That's all they're doing, though. Just moving bomb around. Moving players around the map as well. But they've given up on the upper B hold. Now they're going to have to spend the next 15 seconds clearing out the ladder room. Remember, of course, that the counter-terrorists still have grenades, so they're going to put the smokes down, and that goes both ways. We're going to be playing this round out in the final 30 seconds. The pressure is on. The execution inwards, but it's gone quiet for just a little longer. They do throw the flashbangs up and over. Ozzy wants to retaliate with one of his own. That would give line of sight to the snipers. Quicks gets himself a second. The third's up high. And Lunatic dodges shots with a 3K, 4K, nearly 5. But Truth stops it. And Vexed aren't done yet.
Somebody stop that guy. Jesus. Jesus. All right, Vexed. They get themselves a 17th. Will they tie this one up? PACT at 18. I mean... Let's see what happens. Can PACT do it here? Can they get that 19? Or will Vex be sending this to a second overtime?
It's again just going to be the spread out offense. PACT. This is where they've been able to find duels, find openings, using the timing, using the op. Is Lunatic. He's looking for it this time. They're going to run boost the man over. If we see this from the perspective of Aussie, we'll see whether or not it works. Yeah, he looks none the wiser.
Ooh, that flash is going to push him off. So that removes Aussie's advantage towards that Ivy. And he's going to get smoked off in the process as well. PACT, just a little bit of presence here, Connor. Nothing really going on other than those smokes towards Ivy, though. What I'd like to put it on here is how they're moving this bomb towards that inner bomb site right now. They're going to leave that lurk towards Ivy to just come out maybe 40, 35 seconds. But I think what they're going to be aiming to do is bring that execute out and then allow Veggie to essentially just make his lurk possible. No, he's going to do it preemptively. Ooh, okay. Nice flash.
These rounds have come down to the wire. It's going to be another tense one. Veggie is looking to be the only thorn in their side from Ivy. Looking to just wrap his way into this somehow, some way. He's been giving up the back of Pickles. Now he can't contain the man up close. And this B strike is on. Look at Truth. He's in the midst of it. And he's cleared near instantaneously.
Jeez.
Quicks the same. Down fast. PACT look like they've got it in the bag. Two CTs rotating over. Neither really with utility. Neither with health. It is all on Aussie. And he's going to take the high road with this one. Offset aim. He does not get himself more than one. It's over, Evan. PACT win out their second map. Fantastic CT side comeback.